Hey Mike, Lauren's helping me make a quick video. I want to show you what we've got going on with this drum pad. So when you first come over here, it's going to look like this. It'll be off. Turn it on. All of this is kind of standard. Wait for it to come on. All right, so I have a Trimble patch that has a nice little hi-hat sound up here, and I've got a bass drum sound here, and then we're gonna pan down, and I've got another bass drum sound there. Both of them, if you tap them or hit them hard, they're all one dynamic. So this song, we found it works better if there's no dynamics, if it's just constant. So you can either play the bass drum here or there. I like playing it with the foot, but some people don't like it. But we're turning it on. We go to quick. So we're gonna just follow this, quick. And then kit chain on. And we wanna make sure that it's C. It shouldn't change anything. Let me get my finger out of there. Shouldn't change, it's just gonna be C. Basically, it gives you the option of tuning. So when you wanna tune the snare, the trigger's not going, then Beautiful Name, which has the kick triggers going, the acoustic kick triggers going, but the snare is off, so you can play the snare off part of Beautiful Name. Then when you get to the interlude, you're gonna switch it to fatten, so then the snare trigger is back on. So that'll be a big thing. Otherwise, if you play the rim part with this on, it's gonna not sound like a rim, it's gonna sound like a snare. So, beginning of Beautiful Name is this, up until the interlude, then you switch to this. Then you can play that through No Longer Slaves. So that'll stay on through No Longer Slaves. Then when you get up for Trimble, you'll switch it to this Trimble patch. That puts the snare trigger back on, and then it gives you these two pads up here with the kick drum and hi-hat, or again, the foot kick drum patch. Another thing that you want to do is turn the kit effects on. Now, this is like bonus points. I really like for everything but the intro of Trimble, I like it up here. If you wanted to just leave it as one setting, because there's too many things going on, just leave it about right here. So it's about at 1 or 2 o'clock. So again, that's you turn on quick, or you turn it on, go to quick, which is over here. Then it's kit chain on, and then double check that it is kit chain, or that it's chain C. It's right above pad volume on the screen. It's kind of hard to see. Yep. Kit chain C, that will give you tuning, Beautiful Name, fatten, which is our normal patch that we have, and then Trimble. So now, when do you play Trimble? So I've got two options where it starts off with no drums, 1, 2, 3, and then that's where you would play. I'm gonna demonstrate it with my hands so it's just easier to see, but you could play the same thing with your foot.
Verse.
Peace. And then it'll keeps doing that for a little while. Actually, this is where I'll have to use the foot thing.
Chorus.
2, 3. Now we've got the hi-hat. Doom. So this is a hi-hat part. You know, you could play this on the regular hi-hat too if you wanted. I think it would be fine. It just kind of has a natural transition. Now the tracks take over. Now you're over to the ride cymbal. This kit hasn't been switched over to lefty yet, so.
Chorus.
Then. So, and at that point, actually, they're still playing just ride cymbal at that point. But you could embellish over top of that if you wanted to. Yeah, they're just playing some acoustic kick and that kind of stuff. If that's all too complicated, I do have one that just comes straight in.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And the tracks can play that part. I like it when we can play it, when we can utilize this tool and play it live. I think that you can play it live. As long as you remember kit chain or quick kit chain on, this will be different. So it'll be just kit chain on, make sure it's chain C, and then turn on the effects. The effects is going to be important. Otherwise you don't have any reverb, and then this is dry. So let me know if you have any questions. I think that should cover everything. It should be all programmed and ready to go. Thanks, dude.